Hello everyone. Today we'll discuss how People's Publishing House New Delhi is bringing out a book known as Towards Transforming Banks as Public Utility by Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay, former director, National Institute of Bank Management, Pune, internationally famous bank academician. With the turmoil in banking in the United States, consequent upon failure of Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank and takeover of Credit Suisse by UBS. In Switzerland, research findings that 186 US banks are at risk of failure, similar to Silicon Valley Bank. Once again, banking and its future is at the center stage. Bank failure is not unusual in the United States. During the period 2009 to 15, the United States has witnessed failure of 482 banks, while 2015 to 20, only 29 banks have failed, and thus it has become a routine. Can the country like India afford such failures in banking? Certainly not, and precisely with this role of banking in India needs to be defined so as to make it sustainable, and precisely with this perspective, Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay has come out with a book Towards Transforming Banks as a Public Utility Institution. Ushering in an era of relationship banking that is catalytic, inclusive, and synergistic. Mr. M. Damodaran, former chairman SEBI, UTI, IDBI, while joining the debate on the subject on which Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay has written this book, states the proximate reason for nationalization might have been political, as many commentators have consistently pointed out. However, no one can question the fact that what was sought to be achieved was more from the creditworthiness of a person to creditworthiness of purpose. He further states recent events in the private sector clearly demonstrate that fraud is ownership neutral. As for customer complaints, the information periodically put out by the Reserve Bank of India shows public sector banks in a comparatively favorable light. Dr. T.T. Rammohan, bank academician from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, in the book says, a comprehensive account that no serious student of Indian banking can ignore, while making it clear that the motivation for bank nationalization was not entirely political. Professor Dr. R. Bandyopadhyay makes a compelling case for the continued role of public sector banking. His detailed suggestions for improving the way banking is done in India merits careful scrutiny. The book launch event is organized on the 12th May 2023 at 6 p.m. at Late Loin Dr. Ashok Mehta Auditorium, Sri Shanmukhananda Hall premises, 6th floor, Sion, Mumbai. On the occasion, panel discussion is arranged with the participation of Dr. Dilip Nachne, Professor Emeritus Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research, Mumbai; Dr. Rupa Rege, Group Chief Economist, L&T Finance Holding Limited, Mumbai; Dr. T.T. Ram Mohan, renowned bank academician from Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad; and Mr. C.H. Venkatachelam, General Secretary, All India Bank Employees Association and President, Finance Control Commission, World Federation of Trade Unions, Chennai. It is certain that the book launching event and panel discussions arranged on the occasion will generate a lot of churning on bank and its role in the economy. The book doesn't stop here, but it also speaks on the alternatives so as to make it sustainable. In the words of the author, we have felt that banks are public utility institutions. Present trend of global banking, which is taking away from relationship-based intermediary roles, may not be desirable for banks in general and for banks in developing countries in particular. Author further says for developing countries like India, we must reinvent a new model of relationship banking and optimal level of financialization of the economy. In the treatise, we made sincere efforts to emphasize the point that banking and finance must serve the needs of the real economy by acting as an effective catalyst to productive processes in agriculture, industry, trade, and commerce.